Devon, Larratt, Ivan Matyushenko, East versus West 26 in China, first time in China, and a very big left-handed match. This is the main event for the event. Very excited for this match, guys. You guys, again, one of those two that kind of were in the same weight class, have never met. This will be the first time you guys actually pull. Have you pulled on a practice table or not even?
Never, never.
Never. So we will see one of a kind first time. I know Devon also wants to pull you right-handed, but first we're gonna try lefty and then we'll see what happens, right?
I actually I would love to find out. Yeah, left hand is gonna be awesome. Can't wait. But how is your hand doing, you man?
What's the question?
How's your right
How
hand
how
doing?
is your right?
It's better and better, actually. I think in a couple of months I will be ready.
Couple months so hungry?
No hungry later.
You can't get a visa um
I
to USA, can you?
think that's a problem now. Yes. I thought it would be in Canada, and in Canada I think it's possible to have visa right now, but not USA.
What's wrong with your right?
Sorry.
What is wrong with your right hand or wrist or elbow or whatever?
Elbow, shoulder, biceps, torn biceps. So
Oh, bicep.
altogether, it is rather fragile. It is fragile. So I just
Uh,
need a lot of time to prepare,
To heal up, to heal up.
to heal up,
Yeah,
to train floor press. You
Train
know,
flop.
yeah.
yes,
I
to
like
train
it.
flop,
I
all
like how
those
he
things.
said shoulder, elbow, bicep, so the usual stuff, the normal
Yeah.
stuff.
Wow. So not totally healthy in the right. Because I really want that title too. I'm one of the guys who's coming after that. So
And
I'm super.
do you think that you want this title more than Michael Todd?
Well, maybe not. Michael wants that title pretty bad, but I guess it's just about when and who and why. Like, I mean, Michael is really good. I actually think that, honest opinion, I think Michael's going to give you a really hard time. I do. I know that you have really the best hook, and I'll say that kind of across categories. Really, Ivan, I think you have the very very best hook. The way you can set it, it's your whole career. I mean, your hook is awesome, but it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be difficult to hook Michael.
I think it's a problem to hook King's Mover and open
It is. It's
top
difficult.
problem.
It's
So I think I
difficult.
will have a good practice with you. Maybe you will teach me how to hook an open arm top roll.
My left is not like I can do a open top roll with my left. I can, and that's probably the move. I mean, no big surprise really, but the right and the left are kind of uncomparable, like in difficulty, But I'm super curious, which one of you, which one of us do you think is most worthy? Like, I always feel like if I'm in the champion position, which you are, I I don't know. Look at you do. You have a lot of choices, but who do you want to face, and who do you think is most worthy to come after the right?
Hmm. Well, I think that
Why?
you are
Because
stronger.
it's gonna be a long time. And do you plan on staying in the division? Even if you were to lose, would you stay, or would you just leave? Would you like go 105 or something?
I do not want to leave, Devon. I
Okay,
want
so
I
you're
want to
gonna
stay
you're
and
gonna
pull. I can pull in 105. I can pull in plus weight category. I would like to pull Mike. I would like to pull you, but I think that both of you are the favorites here, actually.
so so why don't you pull one of us in October? That's
I
like
want to.
that's
I
like
want.
that's like
I
10
want to be
weeks
ready.
from now.
I want to be ready.
Well, how long do you need?
I told many times through Mike, through Robert, I think to
You
you
said
too.
May?
Um,
What month did you say?
I told to Mike, to Robert, to everyone that I will be ready since December.
So not December, because December
Since
it's going
December,
to
since
probably be in
December.
Vegas.
Yes. So since
Yeah,
December, December,
it's
January,
possible. I
February.
think it's possible. Like last year, the problem was Vitaly just didn't pick up the visa. I think it's possible to do it if we try to do it, maybe, right? If it's in USA, it could be
So
possible.
say you did get USA. Say you did. Who do you want to pull?
I think it would be fair to pull first Mike.
Why is that?
Because he asked for the title, I think, for half a year or more. And I think he will be very disappointed if he doesn't get a title shot and you get it. But if you deal with him, talk to him, and talk it over, then it's okay.
So you don't really care which one of us.
I think that in order of difficulty, it would be better for me to win Mike and then go to you.
But
But
you know, for me, I feel like I beat everybody in the 115. That's and I left the class because the class wasn't that active. I think it's way better now. I think the 115 is way better. I think there's more of us who are pulling. But when I left, it was like there was Prudnik and that was about
Sanders,
it.
at that time, it was Prudnik and Sanders at the top, and
Yeah, and I beat both those guys, and then I was like, well, I'll take a little break. I'll pull super heavyweight. But the truth is, I mean, this is kind of where I should be arm wrestling in 115. And, you know, I never lost at this weight. So even though you have the title now, I still think I can beat you. Right-handed, I think is mine. Left, I quite honestly, I am just now starting to prepare. I'm way late. I'm way late for this fight. I've been traveling all around.
you do not need to train. Do not train.
Yeah.
Relax.
Now
I
I'm
will
training
be.
like crazy. I got off the plane yesterday. I trained all day yesterday until like I think the sun was coming up. It was like 6 o'clock in the morning. Okay, and I'm still training. I trained all day yesterday. I'm gonna train all day today as soon as we're done. I will train until I see you now, but I was just busy. I was busy. But left-handed, I'm not sure. I don't know. I think it's gonna be a very tough match for me. I think you're an incredible left-handed arm wrestler, and you've beaten people that have beaten me. Um, I took a long break, but I am very excited about the match. But I really want to know when the title will fall back into my hands. This is what I'm doing.
Now you are top one heavyweight in the world. After Italy,
Nobody is
you are the
top.
best. You are the best.
Oh, stop.
Why do you need this
This is all.
title?
This is all crazy talk. This is all crazy talk. You know, I think that the sport's in a weird place, and that's why. That's another reason why I want to pull 115 is because the best guys are still there. All the best dudes at 115, they're all there, and there's more to come. There's no reason why a lot of guys in the supers aren't going to switch to 115. That's what I think because it's a real category, and everybody's in attendance. I'm coming back. You're there. Michael's there. There's
maybe
no
Hermes, maybe Hermes.
I
maybe
would like to
Ermi.
hear Hermes there, actually.
I think Ermi should be there. Ermies walks around 125 when he's feeling great.
Yeah.
He could be 115 in a week if he wanted to do it. So I think he just likes the glory of the super heavyweight, which I mean I think we all do. But the truth is that category is getting much more relevant. You know, with the absence of Levon and the supers, I have a very hard time with the super heavyweight division right now because Levon is kind of like missing in action. I don't think Levon is gone. I think Levon is just taking a break. He's going to come back. So I'm not super, like, I want to arm wrestle these guys. I do, but there's no title association for me personally. I can't, I struggle to see the super heavyweight title holder as incredibly legitimate until that big dude comes back and then we'll know for sure. But until then, I really want a title, and you have it.
I'm not against of pulling you, and I think I will have no choice but to defend it to you or Mike or anyone else. But I think that with the
Why
right
don't we
hand,
do it? Why don't we do it in October? You're not in good shape. I'm not in good. Let's just do it. If you give it to me,
speaking about left hand, I really think it's 50-50.
me
I
too.
think yes,
And that's on a
but
and that's on a good day for me.
but
That's
do
on a
you want
good
me
day
just
for me.
do you want me just to present you the belt in
Oh
October?
no.
Because with the right
Okay, well,
hand,
if you think
with
about
the
it
right
like
hand,
that, then I don't really want to.
I think
You don't
that
think
you have 90% advantage with the right hand.
Oh, well, this is
You will
terrible.
just kill me in October. But if I have if I be ready, then it will be maybe 70-30 in your favor.
Okay. Well, when you put it like that, then that's fine. If you don't think you're ready, then that's fine.
Because you want to fight the best, Devon Matyushenko. You should be fighting Devon
Yeah,
Matyushenko.
absolutely. I just thought you were kind of stalling or something. I didn't know. I mean, I understand injury. I have injury too. Okay, but my injuries are just chronic. Okay, I don't have anything acute. You know what I mean? Like I don't have anything where I blew something today. It's like I'm assuming it's the same with you. You just carry injuries from your career.
Well, I think we have a different approach to training, and most probably you have less injuries than me
You think so?
because I'm more explosive, and when explosive pulls, I think they have more injuries usually than defensive. So that's different situation for us. Actually, I tore my biceps 2 years ago when I was getting ready for you.
Really?
Yes.
I tore my bicep 2 years ago, or no, it's 4 years ago now.
4 years ago.
I was getting ready for Morozov then with my left hand, and
Right.
My possible next match was against you. I think in summer.
See,
And
nobody even told me that. Nobody even told me.
I think that someone should have told you. Maybe you forgot.
That's
It
possible.
was in Prospect. It was in Prospect. Yes, our match. So I had a match in November. Well, I don't remember exactly, but still, when I was getting ready for you, trying to get ready, I tore my biceps and I had to heal for more than a year, I think.
What was it? Mid-muscular?
It was complete tear of long head tendon.
Oh, wow. From the
So you had
bottom.
surgery. So you had surgery.
Unfortunately, no. Because one of my doctors said that everything is okay because I have such structure of biceps. It is not how to say. It is not obvious that it is. I have
Turn. Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
yes, and he
So
told
you
everything
can't
is okay.
see.
Yes,
You
and
can't see.
so I didn't do it. How to say?
You didn't do a surgery on that.
Yes, I didn't do it immediately, and late it was too late. But now it's okay.
Okay,
I was worried when I put Dave. I was worried for my biceps.
yeah.
Yeah, because of
So
that.
what? So you blew the tendon off? The tendon is not there?
Yes. There are two tendons of
Right.
long head and of short
Short head.
head,
Yeah.
and I still have my short head. So
I forget. Is that the outside bicep or the inside bicep, the long and the short?
outside,
So the outside blew off.
yes. But
Okay.
hopefully it doesn't give. I didn't lose much strength. It's about 10-15% of bicep strength, so it's okay.
Amazing. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that too.
That you were the reason.
And even you are the reason. Yeah, even keeps good secrets. What can I say?
That's great. That's great. So I've already got some damage on you already. Just
On the right arm.
how was that? Was that in training, like with weights?
Yes. I was doing some static holds for biceps and pronation, something like you drew.
Mhm.
Yes, and then it
Yeah,
happened.
you're training way too hard. You don't have to train hard to beat me, Ivan. You just kind of show up and you just see where we're at.
And present you. Yes.
Well, I mean, listen, you're being very humble, but I've been looking forward to this match for, you know, probably, I mean, I think more than 25 years. I feel like I was watching you in the WAF back in the 90s. Is that true? Like
No,
when did you start winning?
my first international tournament was Nemirov 2007 only.
What?
2007.
Really?
Before that, I had arm fight against Taras Ivakin.
No. But you were arm wrestling in WAF.
In WAF, first time I went to World Championship 2008, I think.
Why am I thinking that you were arm wrestling way before that?
I started earlier, but I was not successful. I pulled Denis Siplinkov in 2005. Maybe you saw it.
Oh yeah,
It
yeah,
was
for sure. I
it was
thought.
before. It was
But
before.
were you not? I swear I've seen you arm wrestling, and we used to talk like back in the early 2000s. I could have swore.
I'm not. I'm younger, I think, than you think.
Huh. Like we used to talk like 20 years ago. I thought about. I remember maybe not the same story now, but I remember we'd be like, man, I wish that they'd do testing in arm wrestling. I remember it was like 20 years ago. We used to DM each other.
I think yes. Northeast board.
Yeah,
I think.
yeah.
Um,
And that was 2008. I thought that was way before that.
I think I got to Northeast board maybe 2005.
Okay. Okay. Anyways, I've been looking forward to arm wrestling for a very long time. You've had this hook figured out forever. Um, so I don't think it's going to be so nice like you are so humbly trying to say. I don't think it's going to be like you want to present me the best. I think I think 10 weeks is tons of time for you. Because me, I want to arm wrestle as much as the league will let me. As a champion. As a champion. Now, I can just say that I'm the champion, and I can just start smucking guys in the right hand. Left hand will be interesting. If I beat you, if I do, which I think is honestly going to be really tough, the next guy is Alazan for me, left-handed, because you're number two, right? But if
I
I
want to
just,
say.
yeah, well, I think you're more deserving.
I
We'll
want.
see
I
if I
want.
can.
I want to pull Alejan again one day
Yeah, yeah.
because
When would you do that? Would you do that in October?
uh, uh, Devon, we have completely different preparations. I think you from West. I think most of you can pull every week, and I have long cycles. I train. I get ready for 3-4 months. So
That would be
and
great.
after Alijan, my arm was hurt, destroyed completely. I couldn't move it for a month. So I think, and I do not think that I will have an easy match with you. I think it will be very difficult.
Well, I'll say
So,
that if I beat you, I'd pull Alazan. If I beat you, I'd pull him in October. I would. And I'd pull you in October as well. Unless you tell me, okay, so say I don't exist. Is Michael the guy you're most worried about in the 115 division? Because I'm going to start clearing guys out. And I
well,
think,
it's the matter of technique also, because for some techniques, for example, I think that it will be very difficult for me to pull Mike or you. But such a guy as Sagov Ibrahim, most probably he can be the favorite against you. So it
so you
depends.
think Sagop's my biggest threat?
But my biggest threat, I think, well, it's difficult for me to say because I think that open arm top roll you have about the same with Mike. Maybe even Mike has better open arm top roll, but you have also hook. You can beat me with. You can just top roll me also. So you have more options than Mike, most probably.
Even
But you could,
like if Devon is in a good position, like in a match, he's in a good position, good control. He will try to beat you in a hook, just to get that stripe, just to get that stripe.
Well, if we talk about left hand, I think that
Both, I think with both.
in first rounds,
Not in first rounds, probably.
Devon will have little chances to beat me in hook in first rounds. But speaking about right hand, I think that even in the first round, it could be difficult for me, even in hook.
do you think that Michael is more dangerous for you than Hermes if he were to come down?
Well, I know what to do against Hermes. Just I have experience with top rollers. I pulled Arsene Liliv, so I know what to do. And I have never pulled open arm top rolls. So that's a
Never.
big question, yes, for me. Well, I pulled some low ranked, low hand, not low hand, but open arm top rolls. And I just beat them quickly. They didn't
Right.
even manage to go under the table. But I think it's not the case with Mike. It's not the case.
Michael is very tricky.
It's not possible to beat Mike just with speed all the rounds. I think it's impossible.
Yes. This was the thing we heard from Petrenko. That was his strategy, and we said, like, I don't think that's gonna work. We don't think that's gonna work.
Well, first round was not too bad, but
He gave everything in the first round. That was the problem. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I want that title, Ivan. I want that title. I want the piece of paper. I feel like it's already mine, but I want the piece of paper.
Mm.
And I don't want to wait for a long time. Look, in the end, it doesn't really matter because I'm going to tell everybody I'm the 115 kilo world champion right-handed. I'll tell everybody, and I'll tell you that you're like a placeholder, like the same way that I'm a placeholder right now in the super heavyweight division. You're a placeholder in the 115.
no, you're worse.
Well,
I think you're the real champ now. When Levan gone, you're the real champ. You're the best in the supers. And I understand that in 115 I need to beat several guys to be the best. So I think the situation is different.
I'm so glad you think about it that way. I thought I was going to have to convince you a bit more. I thought I was going to have to really make you believe that, but I'm glad that you're already there.
What do you think about pulling with Mike?
Yeah, look at Mike and I have arm wrestled. I think it's probably inevitable. It's probably
What do you
inevitable.
think? What do you think if you and Mike? So Iman is not ready. He will be ready maybe in the
Yeah,
summer. But you pull
yeah.
Mike for that
Yeah.
number one spot on the
I,
right
I, I
at
on the right, you
115.
mean? On the
Yeah,
right, you mean?
yeah.
Then I think there will be no questions.
Who deserves?
For me, who deserves? Yes. Actually, I think both of you deserve it. But if you pull, then there will be no questions.
Maybe you
Well,
drop down to 105 and try to take the title from Mike there as well.
yeah, yeah. Look at when I pulled 105, I was in a terrible place. I was like, you know that video game that sometimes opens up when you open up one of the apps, and it's this little dude and the big queen knocks him down, and he flies all the way down and he starts again.
Yeah, that's
That's
how it
what
felt.
that Yeah, that's what that was like for me. And I'm not like my last match was a victory, but still, like I put so much into the preparation for Vitali. For me, the Vitali match, one of the biggest matches of my entire career. And I didn't think I was going to arm wrestle again for a bit, but with all the news, with everything's kind of changed up in my mind. Uh, and now I feel like I just want to arm wrestle a lot because I feel like times are different somehow all of a sudden. Like and I feel like I can, and I feel like it's what the sport needs. I think that me personally, I believe that the sport should evolve. There's so many problems with our sport. We all know what they are. And I think that one of the ways to solve these problems is activity. And I think that if we as champions can say that we will become more active, some of these problems must minimize. Um, I think that if you are a guy who's willing to show up event after event after event, you're going to show a level. You're going to have to show a level. You won't be like, okay, I can show up in March and I'll be here, and then I just can't hold that at all, and then I come down, and that's kind of like me in the super heavyweight division. Like I can't at my age at 51, it's so hard for me to maintain that level. I can touch it, but realistically, I should take a few months off at least, before I even think about doing it again. But the 115, that's like a level for me. I can live here, I can breathe here, I can show up event after event after. That's what I think. Now, it's yet for me to prove it, but I'm saying I'm ready to prove it immediately. Immediately. I say if you give me that title shot in October, or anybody I face in October, I just want to steamroll the whole class. That's my goal. I want to clean the division. I want to pull every single one of you back to back and just be sure, because it's one thing to say, oh, Devon's so good, he's got no competition, which I never think. This is actually never my. I thought I was going to have to convince both of us, but it seems like you already believe it, and I don't know, maybe Ray thinks it too, but I think to beat everybody in 115
Well,
would be amazing.
I think I will have more chances against you in 105.
Yeah, well, that's maybe true. Yeah, you probably sit lower naturally than I do. I sit like comfortably these days. Man, I got a bit of a weight cut ahead of me. Um, I'm way heavier than I thought I was going to be already.
You weighed in. I forgot how much you weighed in Georgia.
Georgia,
Georgia, I think 127 or 128. Casually.
128.
Yes. Yeah.
And listen, Matyushenko, it's worse than that. Yesterday, I got off the plane. I was 289. 289. I don't know if anybody's been to Georgia and hung out with Levon.
That's
The way he,
131. That's
yeah,
131 pounds.
yeah, yeah. That's
Those
where I am right now.
Kali and Hachapuri and
Look at,
fine.
look what I'm eating. Look what I'm eating.
Did you just spill it? Of course you
I
spilled
did. I
it.
did.
Twice.
But like, I cannot eat carbs anymore. No more carbs,
Yeah.
because it's gonna be I have 5 weeks to lose like 30 pounds. It's gonna be terrible.
But when you
Terrible.
pull, you will be 123,
Oh,
maybe.
I'll be 140 when I pull you. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Devin, I have a question because I made a little observation while we were in Georgia. You were struggling a lot with a lot of guys. And then I
Yeah.
felt like because you stayed there for extra week, you just got beat up by more people for longer. So what is situation there? Do you feel like you're weaker than you should be, or you were just too tired because you had OHH day, then you came to Georgia, you continued arm wrestle? Because I know you arm wrestle every day, but I felt like this was the weakest I have seen you in a very long time.
Yeah, I have been even weaker than this,
Mm.
but yeah, this is pretty weak. Like and make no mistake, that little side table practice, the level was crazy. Like that little side table practice, when we started out, like when I was walking down the beach, just the random dudes in Georgia, that was just fine. That was nice. Okay. And then we got the second location. I
I
start
think
pulling.
three of the guys that got on EVW card pulled you there on the
Yeah,
beat, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah. And like so there was right away, just the regular dudes in Georgia are like, that's good training. That's good training. And then like the Georgian like junior studs show up. Like this guy Avtandil. Am I saying his name right?
He pulled in
Автандил,
East West.
Автандил. Yeah. Yeah. Автандил Tudberidze.
He's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Have you ever pulled him?
I didn't, and I do not want to.
No.
He's so strong, let me tell you. Left-handed, he's a
Yeah.
monster. He's ridiculously good. He's a guy, if I were in the winning position on the left hand, I would for sure want to pull him at some point. And I think he's around 105 now, but my God, he's good. So him, the rest of the young Georgian studs, there was is it Jika or something? This great big Georgian kid. And so the Georgian studs, the Kazakh guys show up. This Daniar,
Daniel. Yeah.
man, he is
Yeah.
awesome too, and he'll be in the 115 for sure. That guy is
Even
amazing.
because
So
even knows Grigori Yushchuk very well, right?
right,
Yeah. You saw the match versus Daniel. Daniel's been very impressive, and he's 20 years old.
yeah,
Pretty
yeah,
crazy.
that kid is awesome. Like I couldn't right away. I touch hands with him. I'm like, well, this isn't going anywhere. So the level on that beach was super high, and that was supposed to be like a casual kind of workout for me, and it was anything but that. So yeah, the level. Look, I'm. I was thinking I wasn't gonna pull until maybe the new year. I wasn't even sure I was gonna pull in December. I wasn't even thinking about arm wrestling, but I go to all these events. Why shouldn't I arm wrestle? I might as well. And win, lose. I mean, I just want to fight. Like I'm there. Like every time I get there, I'm like, man, I wish I was on that stage right now. And if I have the opportunity to have a match, I take it. I'll take it. And that's why once again I'll ask you if you're ready in October, just in case.
Well, I
You're hungry.
remember our conversation in 2023, I think, in Istanbul. And we even discussed that it would be great to pull both left and right at one event. It would be
Right.
great. Yes, but now it happens like it happens. Unfortunately, I'm not ready with my right now. I would
Right.
love to pull. And actually, if I knew that you were going for the title also, and actually, I wanted to suggest Robert to give me both left and right, but after
That's what I
Dave,
asked for.
yes, I just,
That's
I
what,
just, I just need more time for my right
and
because
I
my left,
understand that.
my left
I
is,
get it.
is good, yes, but right.
So I guess I just have to figure out my dance partner for Hungry if there's anybody. I don't know. I guess I
So
just have to figure that out.
I made up a poll while we're doing this. It's like 330 people. It keeps going up. It's should Devon and Mike pull for number one contender at 115? And 85% says yes. So it's a low poll, but maybe one
I
more
talked to
time.
Mike. Yeah, I talked to Mike yesterday.
Hmm.
We talked about this exact thing, and we thought perfect scenario. because both of us think we can beat you right-handed. I talked to Mike. He thinks he's going to beat you. I think I'm going to beat you. And I say I think Mike's probably the biggest threat at 115. That's what I think. Maybe it's Hermes. Maybe Sagoff stylistically is more problematic for me. But Michael for sure is up there. And we talked about, and because we have such a long history, like this would be the fourth significant match that Michael and I have ever had. We pulled in Arm Wars, we pulled in WAL, we pulled a King of the Table. So this would be like our fourth match. And we didn't really want to do it kind of casually. We didn't really want to do like okay, let's just do it. And we thought, for us, it would probably be best to do it in Vegas if we were to do it, or next year, because we thought for a match between Michael and I would be later. But yesterday was actually a very busy day for Michael Todd. Very busy day. So I kind of have to wait and see what he wants to do, because I think he's got a lot to think about. And I'll leave that to him to talk about. But Mike's in a kind of interesting position at the moment. But we thought our best plan is one of us, and we didn't care between us. We said whatever gets to pull you in October. But since you're saying you're not ready, but the thing is, I don't think you're going to pull until next year. It sounds like, because look, I don't think the super heavyweight division. I don't know if Vitaly is going to be able to make it to Vegas either. Like, I don't think that Robert has that capacity at the moment. And I don't want to speak for the league. I don't want to speak for Robert. But I think that when Vitaly, took the money from Engen not to show up, I think that kind of really set the whole visa accessibility way back for the league. I think that he lost that option. I don't think he can just ask the senator anymore to give him a visa, and he does it. I don't think he has that anymore. So it's going to, I don't know. And maybe they have another route, but it's not as easy anymore.
Can Jody do
I don't
anything?
know the details, but I think
Right.
Robert told me that after Vitaly couldn't get to the USA, then now he has problems because of that.
I like how you say couldn't. I like that part. It's nice. But doesn't matter.
I had a talk with Kamil, and Kamil said that there's just one guy that has asked him for advice when facing someone that Kings move, and he said it was Ivan. Is it true?
Oh, so sorry.
With Kamil, did you talk with Kamil about pressing and other stuff? He said that there was one guy that asked him some stuff on pressing, and it was you.
Yes, that's true. That's true.
Someone's preparing.
Well, that's a problem. I never used flop press. Never used. So, and there were very few situations where I had to use it, and I didn't train it. So, yes, I asked him for some exercises, and he gave me two exercises actually.
My observation most of the time, and like, you are very hand dominant arm wrestler. So most of the time, if you can get the cup, most of the time you get it, right? And then if you lose, you have your wrist in. Very rarely someone will take your wrist. Almost, it's so rare, very rare. So if that happens, most of the time you just don't know how to arm wrestle because you need this. You want to feel this, not this, right? So is your training now you intentionally working with your wrist bent back? Are you doing that in training?
Well, that's the worst scenario for me, actually, and it is definitely not my plan A or B. So I focus on my wrist, not to lose it, so that not to lose it, both in strength and endurance. Yes, I do some exercises. I try to flop a little with my students, just to feel how is that. But I do not believe much in this technique, that I am capable, that I am good in this. But Vitalik's example a little motivates me, because he said that he first used it against Michael and a little with Morozov. So he didn't also practice it. He just learned floor pressing during the match.
During the match, yeah. You have no other options.
Vitaly does have a really good flop. You know, Vitaly made me adjust my style. I loved the way it worked out with Vitaly and I, where we got to arm wrestle back to back. That's why I was so excited to hopefully do that with you, because I thought it was so cool to arm wrestle an opponent back to back events, you know, left and then right, because normally there's a little bit of a difference between people's left and people's rights, and but there's still some stuff you can learn. So you have like six weeks to tweak your training for the last event. I think it tells a really good story between two athletes. You know, to get the full left right picture, whether you do it in the same event or whether you do it back to back. That's honestly, man, that's really why I took the match with you. It's because I want the right hand match. Is why. The left is still coming up. If I can beat you and beat Alazan, honestly, I'll be so impressed with myself. Really. Uh, like, I think that'll be great. I think that it's going to be an awesome fight. I really do. I think in 5 weeks, I think I'll probably show up in a very good shape. I think I'll make the weight division. I think that I'll rehydrate. I think I'll probably be a bit bigger than you, but it's not going to be about that. It's going to be about which one of us can dictate their position. You in the hook, me in the top roll, and we'll see kind of where it lands. But I'm glad that you've kind of acknowledged that I kind of am the champion of the 115. That does make me sleep better. You know, I feel better about that.
Well, I think that most adequate people understand that after you beat Vitaly, that and how you beat everyone else, Armes, Prudnik, Petrenko, that you are a super heavyweight level world champion, and
you can easily make
I think you can have problems only with. Maybe you do not want to listen to that. I think Camille, yes.
A lot of people are saying that. I think the whole time when I was in Georgia, all I heard from Levon was, "You must pull Camille. You must pull Camille." And I'm like, "Yes, I know I have to do it, but."
But I think that I still can beat Camille.
Yeah, you killed him.
I think I can still do it. I think. But
yeah, yeah.
But he became much stronger. Yes, he became much stronger.
For sure.
But still, well, it's about technique.
Yes.
Did you guys see Manifestor calling him out and putting down?
Yeah. Listen, I was there at the event. Manifestor comes over to me.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
You told me. Yeah. And you said, like, he's completely sure he can beat him. I was like, really? And then you know.
Listen, I'm Manifestor's biggest fan. I love that kid. I think he's awesome. I think he's so good. I think nobody's touching him at 85, except for maybe Oleg in the left. And at 95, I think he's got some tougher matches, but I still think he's probably going to win. He's incredible. The way this guy trains, his mindset, like 95 kilo, I think he's incredible. And I think when you're the champion, when you're a dominant champion in any division, you can arm wrestle anywhere. Like I think that, and he's for sure one of those guys. But that's a big jump. And he said to me, he's like, "Devon, I'll beat Camille." And I'm just looking at him. I'm like, "Really?" And he's like, "Oh yeah." He's like, and he said something about Slovakia. He said something happened in Slovakia. They were on a table together, and look, at practice table and competition table is a big difference, really. Like, there's a lot of things that are different. But yeah,
Camille.
But
like,
now when Camille uses open hands, open
right?
top roll, he became even more dangerous. So
way more dangerous. Way more dangerous. He just upped his danger like double. Yeah. Oh, it's Camille. Camille has been, like, I'd say, the most improved athlete of this year. Like, you know, when he beat Michael, that was so impressive. You know, he lost to Michael, then then he beats Michael, and this match with Georgie. Wow, I thought he was going to kill Georgie, but it's actually even more impressive for me what he did, where he kind of got beat and then he figured it away, and then in the end he won kind of conclusively. Look, that's great. I tell you, that was the highlight for me for the last event. The work up between them, the match, and then the fallout has been equally entertaining. Like
Yeah.
I never
Ivan, have
saw
you,
something so crazy. You
hey, Ivan,
know,
have you watched like the Fix
I watch
episode afterwards? Two
everything,
hours.
man.
I was just
It's like a soap opera, man. I love it. Like Georgie, look at. I thought Camille was crazy. Georgie's even crazier. Okay, like I didn't even know he was so crazy, but he's completely nuts, man. I love it. I love it. What a great rivalry. And you know, it does get very interesting. Georgie's really interesting because he's all over Vitaly and saying how he can beat Vitaly and he's so sure of it. And you know, the interesting thing is we talk about matchups. He might be Vitaly's biggest problem. Georgie.
Georgia.
He might be.
Mm,
Because the thing is he can maybe take Vitaly's hand. Maybe.
yes.
And if he can take Vitaly's hand, well, he just kind of did pretty good with Camille, who's got probably the best press, right? And then when you throw that King's move into it, oh my God, I think. Oh, sorry, no, I'm getting confused. No, I'm talking about Georgie. Both these guys are problems. Camille and Georgie are both problems, like in that division for Vitaly. Like I think Vitaly's the best in the super heavyweight division. You know, forget me. Um, but both those guys are stylistically problematic for Vitaly. Camille because he has the flop and now the King's move, which is perfect counter, and Georgie just because his hand and wrist actually might be better. So a lot of drama from that last event. A lot. Yeah.
great.
Yeah, really good.
Great. I'll read some super chats real quick and then let's get back to the conversation. So, yeah, this is Georgian name. All this talk of Alijan. What about Sporong? Yeah, I think he's right there in left-handed conversation. He's been super impressive. What do you guys think?
You pull him.
I didn't. I
Mm.
didn't. Actually, now we discussed my possible matches, and he was one of the guys, one of the possible guys. I think he improved much also throughout last years, and the way he beat Ziranov and Kurdesha,
Kardashev.
yes.
Yeah.
And even Vitalis told me that Sparong was one of his hardest matches, though it went quickly, but he felt the power
Mhm.
in his hand. Yes,
And he's
but
Yeah.
looking way better now, right? Way better.
I think
Yeah.
he's very dangerous, and he could be number one or two contender for Vitali now, to my mind.
I agree. Somebody asked me the other day who was the most underrated arm wrestler, and I said Tobias. Yeah,
Mm.
I think he's awesome. I'm curious where he is right-handed because left-handed, yeah, I have him right up at the top, right up at the top. You know, with
His left
you
is
know, I
his right is not good. Not
is
the
it
same level. Not the same level. He's I would say maybe top 20, 30. Because I remember he had a match last year and he lost it to someone. I forgot to who, but he was guys in the chat probably gonna figure it out. Frantic sends Devon for the win and hello. And then he also sends Manifester versus Irakli. And I think that's a very interesting matchup. That's a very interesting.
super interesting? So Irakli and Bogdan, that's on the card, right? For China.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
95 world title.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Uh,
That's
yeah.
awesome.
And
Yeah,
then
I
from
just hung
Dino,
out.
so sorry, go, Devin.
No, no, I just hung out with Irakli is all I was saying. He was feeling really good.
Uh,
Who do
if we
you
keep,
think wins between Bacho and Irakli? Because I saw it firsthand. Now they were
you
both.
you saw it, right? You saw it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Is it like the thing is I don't know how good Bacho is. Bacho
It's
looks
real good.
incredible. So I think
Incredible.
could be Bacho. He's probably a little bigger.
But Irakli never lost at side table.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird, right? Because so I pulled both of them. To me, Bacho felt stronger, like
Mm.
to me. But and I pulled Irakli, I pulled Bacho, and then finally they come together at practice, and I'm pretty excited about it. And I'm asking the Georgian guys, I'm like, "Yo, who's gonna win this match? Who's gonna win?" And they all were like, "Yeah, Irakli still got him. Irakli still got him." And Irakli handled him on the practice table with ease. No surprise. Okay, no surprise. But yeah, Irakli's tough,
Mm.
tough in that division. Like I was actually always surprised that he just could never figure anything out with Todd Hutchings. That actually surprised me. I thought Irakli maybe would have figured that out, but
Well, if
matchup
listen, if he wins, he will have to, no? If he wins
probably,
then he will have to kind of.
yeah, probably. There's that's another division, the 95. I mean, there's lots of guys in there, lots of matchups in the 95.
Did you see what Irma said for Kamel? This from Dino. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, yeah. So Camel said that I didn't see exactly, but Camel is saying that he can beat Hermes, and Hermes is like, "I'll kill you, I'll smoke you." Like, so they might be. I'm curious what's going to happen in December in Vegas and it's just because of the visa issue. I think that it's going to be tough for you guys, like the Russian dudes, to make it. That's what I think. So
Yes.
I think that there's a good chance that Hermes is in there, and who's Hermes going to pull? Camille? Very likely. That's what I think. It's very likely they pull in December, right? And I don't know. I mean, that's a good match, but they're already heating it up. And surprise, Camille's saying dumb stuff, and Hermes isn't taking it at all. So yeah, that's lighting up already.
Kamel is the hottest thing around right now, right? Is this
Yeah,
like, yeah,
he is. He is.
because everyone always believes they could beat him. They still could beat him, and I was like, okay. So I think it opens so many possibilities, so many doors. It's just awesome, right?
Yeah. He's
Yeah.
he's very good, and I think that there's a chance as well. Same thing with Camille. I think the same thing with Camille is he's probably thinking, maybe I should join that party down in the 115. And I think he's a guy who's going to cause massive issues in the class if he shows up because I don't think he's super heavy. I think he walks around like
No, he's big.
130, 35.
I think now
Yeah,
Camille is bigger.
One,
140.
maybe
one,
140.
no, no,
Yeah,
no, 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 no. Well, I was at his home. We weighed in. He was exactly 50 kilos bigger than me. I was 82. He was 132.
Oh, that's
right.
true.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
he's
so
he's
he
he's
can
not bigger. No, no, no.
easy, easy to make the 115 from there. Easy. So
So
that's another guy.
maybe he pulls Mike first. Well, I'm joking. I'm joking.
No, maybe.
There's a
Look
lot
at
of guys. There's a lot of guys. A lot of
the
matchups.
115 is filled, like it's active. There's a lot of people in the 115, either who are established or can make the cut and decide to live there as well, just if they're cutting. Um, and yeah, I put Camille on that list too, if he wants to. If he wants to. If he gets tired of, chasing this ghost in the super heavyweight division.
But now he is as close as never. He's very close to the top.
He
So
is. He is. Yeah. But the thing is it's everything gets pushed, right? And it's does he want so I don't know. Yeah, you're right. He is very close. He's got a title shot. We'll see how it all plays out very soon. People just
yes,
have to be willing to show up and the league has to support it and all that kind of good stuff. And then we see who's the best, which is what it's all about. How long do you
Speaking of,
think you'll arm wrestle, Ivan? How long? How old are you now?
what one?
41.
So I'm about 10 years younger than
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. And what do you think? You still love arm wrestling? Will you arm wrestle forever?
I still love arm wrestling. I would like to pull as long as I can, but I think I'm not as dedicated as you guys. Maybe I'm. Well, I leave arm wrestling, but sometimes I'm a bit tired. Yes, especially when there are injuries, when it hurts. Sometimes, but when there is no pain. I feel motivated, and my left hand now feels good actually.
There you go.
Yes.
Good, good. So
I didn't prepare specially for you. I just trained it a little. I gave it a lot of rest, and my inflammation is over now. It's okay now, so I could do some side pressure. The one I lacked against Arijan, because when I was getting ready for Arijan, it hurt a lot, and I just could not go side much. I could pronate a little, but it was very difficult for me to go sideways. Now I think I'm a little better.
you think you can beat him?
Now I think I have more chances than then. Because yes, I could not do any side pressure exercises for maybe 6-7 weeks before our arm fight, because it hurt much. So I just had to do some other exercises, and my side pressure was not at my peak.
And Vitaly, what does Vitaly think?
Well, I knew that it would be something like that, because Vitaly is extremely uncomfortable for hook pose. He is extremely uncomfortable for me, actually. And I do not think that Arijan's wrist is stronger than mine. Maybe it's about the same, but his levels are smaller, are shorter, so he had little chances.
Yeah, interesting. Well,
There's a Devon question from Frantic. More hook or top roll now for you for the match?
what do you think I should do? More top roll or more hook?
I think we should go into hook.
Straight into the hook.
From the very first round till
No
the
strap.
very
No strap, just
no strap, just
get
pure
in there
hook.
and just
The one you used in early years, I think.
Yeah.
The
Right.
one used against Taras Ivakin, against Oleg Zhokh. Yes, but it was not maybe because you wanted to use it. Yes, it was just only option to stop them.
Horace was with the right. Zoc was with the left. It's true. I kind of hooked Oleg, but that was long ago. That was when my right had surgery and my right was really, really weak. There was a couple of years when my left was much more active because it was my only arm that was working. Yeah, now I'm probably more of a top roll guy these days, Ivan. Probably, I think it's going to be the classic inside versus outside with you and me. I think it's really there's a top roll guy and there's a hook guy, and I don't think either one of us is what I would define as super versatile in their left arm. I don't know. Maybe you are more. My right, I consider very versatile. I can go kind of anywhere, no problem. Any move, I can kind of do it. My left, I have a decent top roll. You have a great hook. I think this is kind of the interchange between us. Top roll versus hook. That's what I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
But your low hand top roll can turn into open arm low hand top roll.
Yes, that's right.
And if I supinate you a little, if I get into hook, you can maybe show some open arm, not hook, but something like that. I think it is also possible. And then I'll have to think about flop press, maybe. But I hope I will not.
Right. I think we see the match very similarly. It could be really bad for me. I just might not be able to do it. There's a very small chance that I can beat you, but I think that's a small chance. I think most likely outcome is that we fall into something out here. That's probably my best chance to beat you. Probably.
But I remember your match against Pushkar. You were very bad there.
Yeah, that was That was a great day for me. That was a great day for me. Yeah. Yeah. Well, if I pull that off, we'll see, that's the thing. I kind of got to a place where I thought of myself as old and washed up, and I said I need to put all my eggs into one basket. And that's why my right got so much better, is because I kind of put everything into it. Back then, I was training both my arms equally, my right, my left, everything. I called it big brother, little brother. Whatever my right did, my left followed. And then, you know, about a decade after that, my little brother just decided not to show up anymore, and now it's the party hand. Like when I was getting ready for Vitali, I trained super hard, equal. I trained both my hands equally, but you can see, like, there's even just in the size of my fists
Yes.
is a big difference. Like they're not the same. My right hand is just way more developed, and that's from 6 years of exclusively training it. You know, um, but with Vitali, I got to a place where I'm like, okay, it's pretty good shape. And then when I lost to him, I'm like, okay, back to pumpkin, all in on the right. Let's get my right, because Vitali is awesome, and I wanted my best chance to beat him. And then I thought, after Vitali, I'm like, okay, it's gonna be Levon. It's gonna be a long way away, but I'm gonna stay on the pumpkin and just keep going, keep going. And then the world falls to pieces with Levon's retirement. And I've just, like, really, like, yesterday started my left hand preparation. So it's a blitz for me. This is a blitz. I have really 4 weeks, three and a half, 4 weeks of training. That's it.
But after your match against Vitaly, I think no one can underestimate you, whether you train or not, because your pronation were extremely good there. I think
It was okay.
it's a different case, because pronation against pronation, it's different, yes,
Yeah.
than pronation against hook.
Yeah.
But I didn't expect Vitaly's wrist to go so quickly.
Neither did I. Neither did I. Why is it like that? He does so well again. He just blasts people. I thought Alazan was crazy to try and hook him. I think it's a crazy idea to try and hook Vitali. It's like, everybody goes on about how we fell into the hook in like round 3 or 4 or whatever it was, but that was after everything else kind of melted and we both kind of fell into it. I think I think hook pullers get destroyed by Vitali. Like, I don't know how anybody could go in there thinking that they're going to hook him. Like, I think you have to post against Vitali. You must, or flop. Top roll or flop. Hook is not a good option against Vitali.
Yes.
Yeah, but yeah,
There is no such good hook puller in super heavyweights, and maybe it is impossible to be a very good hook puller in super heavyweights, because the hands are too big, and it's difficult to enforce hook when you're fat, when you're big. So that's
yeah,
the problem.
very difficult. Very
Uh,
difficult.
Morozov could be a good hooker, could be,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
his wrist seems to be not that good.
Morozov is
It's
interesting.
good. It's good. But I mean, not that level that a great hook puller has, like Rustam Babayev. I think
Yeah.
it should be very good, very high.
I think that the hook is really relevant in the super heavyweight division if you have a great top roll and if your opponent has a great flop press. That's when the hook comes out. That's what I think. Like, the hook is the move that things land in when you have a top roll and the other guy kind of gets forced into a flop and they have a good flop. And then the hook becomes where it kind of settles.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think that'll be the case with us. At least left-handed, I don't. I think ours is going to be decided hook top roll. I don't know, Ivan. What do you think, buddy? It's been a long time. been a long time. Honestly, I think that I have you as a little bit of a favorite, but I think if I beat you, then I'm calling out Alizan. I won't have to wait. I'll call him out in October if I beat you.
I do not see myself a favorite because it's an arm fight, and there are many rounds, and fouls going to straps and all those things. You need to have great wrist endurance. Even if I'm strong enough, it will be extremely difficult for me to hook all those rounds. But I will try. I will try to do my best.
I am very excited. And just know, see, I'm excited enough that I don't eat carbohydrate for you. That's how excited I am. And I love to eat carbohydrate. And it's just this stuff. Hey, it's not, it doesn't even look
So
good.
you will not eat any carbs? No,
I mean,
no.
and it's not any, like, maybe towards the end it'll be any, but I'm already like, look at when I got off the airplane yesterday, I was like 289. I'm like, what is that? Like 40 pounds? I'm like, that's a bit too much. Like, that's a bit too much. 289. The thing is, what I always think, the way I think about arm wrestling and weight classes is 10%. So 10%. 10% water cut is that's totally okay. Like that I can do. I know I can do 10% easily without it really having a big effect, you know? Um, like I could like if I'm so what does that mean? So that 253, so 25.3, so 278, right? So 278 pounds is 10% above the class. So if I'm 278, I can probably do a tough water cut and I'll be okay.
Well, that's a
Probably.
problem for you now because you are not too much motivated for our match.
Well,
And
I am now.
you
Now that it's like showtime.
underestimate me a little, and I'm not so much motivation, yes, for you. So it will be difficult for you to not to eat. And
It's good
well,
for
Yeah,
you.
well, I'm doing it now. Now I'm locked in. Okay. When I was in Georgia, it was a mess leading up. It's been so busy. It's been so busy. And after Vitali, I feel like, like when you have that big match, I feel like it takes a while. It takes a while for you to regather motivation to train at the world level that you need to. So it's true. Okay. It's true. This isn't the ideal. I'm not coming at you with like, a big preparation with a big focus, but I am going to be 100% dialed in from now until the match. And it's amazing what can happen in 5 weeks. It really is. Like people say, oh, 5 weeks is not. No, that's not true. It's not true. You can do a lot in 5 weeks, especially when you've been there before. When you've been there before, it's much easier to come back than it is to get somewhere new.
well, I think that 4 5 weeks is a good period to get to peak. But in case then you got ready for this when you've done some work before, because from tomorrow I also get into peak.
Yeah.
So I have 3 4 weeks to work almost every day to work for endurance, for strength. But yes, but
So we're both in our final camp now.
yes.
Yeah. Well, this is awesome.
But you have a problem of dieting, and I
Yeah.
think I have
Right.
only 4 kg more.
Okay. So
I'm
you can eat everything.
yes.
Yeah, and I have to be a bit careful. I have to mostly because I do realistically, I have to lose probably 10 pounds. Probably 10 pounds of like fat, which is a lot. That's a lot, but I can do that. Like if I walk all day every day and just eat meat mostly, I'll eat a tiny bit. Like I'll eat like an apple or like some berries or a pear, but
Mhm.
like I'm not gonna be eating rice. I'm not gonna be eating pasta. I'm not gonna be eating bread. You know, and probably the last 2 weeks I'll probably be on zero carb. Probably.
And very
Probably.
angry. Yes.
Very hungry.
Very hungry.
Very hungry and very angry.
Yeah.
Very angry. Very hungry. So as we get closer, please forgive me. My trash talk might become a little bit meaner. Like, and it's got nothing to do with you, understand.
This
I'm
is
just
all about diet. Yes.
Mhm.
I just haven't nobody's fed me. Yeah. Yeah.
There's some super chats I'm gonna read out. Devon, do you believe you need more bicep training right now?
Yeah. And pecs and glutes and
Mm,
everything. Yeah, for sure. I need way more bicep. Like there's almost no bicep there. It's like a non-existent,
yes.
like non-existent. I need way more bicep. I need more everything. Everything. How about that? Do you need more? Yes. Yeah, I just need more. Yeah,
More.
always.
Everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
more. More
Um,
wrist, more bicep.
One God Hand, thank you for super chat. I think Devon has a greater chance of beating Ivan than Alijan.
Mm, it's difficult for me to say that because I already pulled Alijan and I know his strength. And it's very difficult for me to estimate Devon's strength.
Mm, interesting.
Yeah, I think that Ivan and Alazan for sure are the number one and two in the division. I think that they've kind of separated themselves. Ivan has been around longer. Like you have a bigger resume than Alazan. Alazan, uh, how old is Alazan? I think is he even 30 yet?
Yes, he's about 30. About
About 30, yeah.
more, a little more.
Is he like 31?
No,
I
I
think
think
so.
something like that.
Yeah. He's a freak. Like he's
30.
got a crazy looking left. And I feel like there's a lot of violence and explosiveness in his game. And I feel like you are more precise. Your angles are, you are, to me, you're a technically more precise arm wrestler. Alazan is violent and explosive. And I don't know. It's like his second hit is sometimes even more vicious than his first, I feel like.
I would say an explosive version of Denis Saplinkov.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. Yeah. Very, very violent. The way he arm wrestles, very quick. When he gets even just the slightest bit of position, he can just rip. Um, but he needs that position, I think, and that's similar to so many guys. And
Mm,
both you guys are more shifted to the inside. I think you even maybe more than him in terms of like specialized. I think that you are a very, very refined hook arm wrestler. And I think he is also, but I feel like once he gets the hook, he rolls out and it's not so clean of a supinating, chopping, get that position style that you have. So I think both of you are right at the top. And I think if you guys were to arm wrestle again, it would be very tough for me, and I might have you as a slight favorite. I think it's a very close match, and
I
you
think
you might.
Alijan would be still the favorite, but I will have more chances next time. If I have a chance, I will have more chances.
Yeah, yeah, and
I got, go, Devon, go, go.
I think that the match with Vitali probably didn't help him any. I think that like I won't be surprised if that might have hurt him just a little bit. Like he might take a while to heal from that.
Yes.
Um, I wanna bring something up. I don't know if it's the right time or place, but I guess it is. Kind of didn't come up the whole podcast, but I see people commenting. The whole letter thing. I know there was an issue for Devon. He was uh, how it is hurt with it. Is everything fine with it? If you have you guys talk about it, is there anything there, or we should push it away and leave it how it is?
We've talked a lot.
You talked a
We've
lot.
talked a lot. We talked a lot. So I don't mind talking about it because the truth is I'm a huge fan of Ivan. I've watched Ivan arm wrestle for 20 years. I thought it was longer, and I have a ton of respect for him as an arm wrestler and also as a person. And that's why I was when it happened, we spoke a lot. Ivan and I spoke a lot, and I was very angry. I was super, super mad when it happened. I was really upset uh, at all the guys, and I knew that Ivan was heavily in the position of doing that, and I was very disappointed. But the truth is me personally, I've made every mistake in life. If there's a mistake to be made, I've made it. I've made all of the mistakes, and we've talked a lot. We've talked a lot since, and once we started talking about our match, there was a lot of concern brought up, and from my perspective, I understand that there's mistakes and people make them and people get manipulated. People don't have all the information, and I think it's been a learning experience. This whole phase, this whole period that was about a year ago, I think it was quite a big learning experience for a lot of the athletes involved. I think it was a learning experience for the league, and I know that I learned a lot. I learned a lot about culture, and I learned a lot about the differences between us. And I understand that the way I come across can it can upset people, and people misunderstand what's going on sometimes. I think that behind the scenes we've pretty much worked it out, and I think it's a part of our history. And this match really, like, the truth is he's either the number one or the number two in the left hand division. And for me, I'm not coming here to beat you because you wrote a letter to get me out of the league or anything like that or whatever it was. That's not why I'm here. I'm here just because I think you're an awesome arm wrestler, and I want to find out where we're at.
Actually, I would not like to talk much on this subject. I agree that I made some mistakes, and taking part in all this, that was my big mistake, unfortunately. I never wanted you out of the league. You know that, I hope. Um, well,
Yeah, and I'm good with
I
that. I'm good with that, and we can leave it there, and we
yes,
don't really need to ever talk about it. And I'm fine.
I made my apologizes. So I hope that
Yeah, yeah, and that's good for
it will be
me.
in the past. It will be in the past.
For me, it's in the past. For me, it's in the past, and I'm just looking forward to having a great fight with what I think is an incredible champion. You've been an incredible champion for as long as I can remember. So for me, it's my honor to face you. I don't care about the past. A lot of mistakes were made during that time period, a lot of miscommunication. I feel like I'm a better person for having gone through all of it. And the real reason for me that I love sport is, yeah, we can fight. We can have a good fight. We can really up the level. It can be great. But at the end of all of it, sport is here to bring people together and build community. And that's where it's at for me. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm not fighting anymore. I here because I love community. I love to build. I love to bring, and I want to be the strongest. I want arm wrestling to be my teacher to make me the best version in life that I can bring. That's what arm wrestling is for me. Arm wrestling makes me better. And you, Ivan, are my teacher until we face. So that's the way it is for me. Everybody makes mistakes. Me, multiply that by like 5 or 6. Okay. And I am so looking forward to the 12th of September going to China where I'm going to kick your ass.
It will be an honor to pull you,
It's going to be great. It's going to
to
be great.
get a
And I
lesson,
don't,
or maybe to give you a lesson of hook. We'll see.
right?
Either I
Yeah.
get a lesson of top roll, or
Good
anyway,
deal.
Anyway, it will
Good
be
deal.
a
Good
great
deal for
match.
me. Yeah. And from now until you see me, just know every waking moment I'm gonna be getting ready for you.
Me
Very
too, because I
Yeah.
respect you and I want to bring my best form.
It's just so much better. Isn't it so much better those dark times? And wasn't the league in a terrible place? I hated it. I hated it every day. Every day I woke up angry and mad, and oh, it's horrible time. Horrible time. Yeah.
yeah.
This
Now this is one of the dream matchups. Like I feel like Ivan and Dave had one of the dream matchups we never saw before, and then we saw it. It was an amazing match. This is another one. I'm so much looking forward to this. Two amazing champions, and it's always so like Ivan has been amazing WAF world champion, and Devon more internationally now. Finally, we're gonna collide at 115, and probably we're gonna see that right hand as well. So because even though maybe one of you like the match doesn't happen, someone's not a champion, I would still love to see the match, right? So I think possibilities. There's super
yeah.
chats I'm gonna read really quickly, and then I know you guys are busy. Devon is trying to finish this for hour and 20 minutes, and um, frantic. Both Ivan and Devon King's move on the left. That is true.
Hey, after watching the Camille match, I think that anything is possible. And anything is possible. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, what was the question? No.
Both Ivan and Devon King's move on left hand.
Can I pull with King's move?
Yeah, on left hand.
I think I could try a kind of a King's hook in
King's hook.
some
Yeah,
King's hook, yes.
yeah, yeah,
Like against Dave, I told you
yeah, yeah.
also.
Um, slow the F down one says, how long are we gonna keep seeing Devon at 115?
Uh, I should be here. I should be. Um, I would love to stay. I would love to bring relevance to the division. I hear a lot of people say, "Oh, and I just don't even have that same mindset at all. I think winning a world title, I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're prime John Brzenk. I don't care if you're Samusha. I don't care if you're Levon. I don't care. I think anytime you can be a world champion, it's an incredible thing. And I would love to make 115 my home because I know that I can live longer here. Like, and look at, I'm willing. I am. I'm an idiot. Okay, I am willing to go into those big fights and go all in, and come home and feel like I've just been run over by multiple tractors. Not that 115 is easier, but the super heavyweight division for me is it can be so taxing at the highest levels. Um, uh, Levon comes back, I'll most certainly consider it. If I think I have any chance, I would do it. But it's so hard for me to go after a title which I don't think is real. The 115 title is very real. Anybody right now who's holding that title, all the best guys can come. We can all come. But for me, the super heavyweight division is just it's until this dude shows up.
You beat everyone already.
I haven't beat everybody, but I've beaten a lot of them. There's Morozov, there's Camille, and then the list goes on from there. But those two guys in particularly, I haven't faced, and I would love to face them at some point. Really, I would. But it's my hope that I'll be able to continue this great sport for many years. And I just know that I probably have more of them if I stay in the 115.
That's
So we'll
true.
see. We will see. We will see. I say this every time. Every
But
time
you
I
will
say
have
this.
but you will have to eat less.
Right.
That's a
But
problem.
but Jody will love me just a little bit more.
Yes, she will.
And that makes me very happy. When Jody's nice to me, I feel like I get stronger.
Yeah,
So
take out the dishes, you know what you do.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you both. We've been on for almost hour and a half. I know for Ivan it's already late. It got dark while he was talking. For Devon, the day is just beginning. Guys, we're starting all these podcast series for EVW 26 in China, September 12th. And the last super chat we got from Frantic is September 12th is my birthday, so you will have a big present. This
Ooh.
event is going to be your present.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And Ivan, I know you said you're injured, but don't forget to do your rehab, okay? Do your rehab because you never know. You never know what can happen in October. You never know.
Listen, Devon tried the whole live stream to convince you to pull it October. He checks
Well,
like 30
it would
minutes.
be great if uh, December would be in Canada,
Yeah,
because there will be
sure.
big chances for me to get
Oh yeah.
visa. Not big chances, but there will be chances. And
Okay,
in this case, I think
well, it would solve the big problem because we want Vitali, and that'd be great if you could come. Because I'd be game to do it in December, 100%. If
I would
if
like
you would
to.
pull me, if you would pull me for the world title in December, I accept. I would gladly be there. I would love to do it.
Uh,
So
but you have to deal with Mike, yes, about that and
yeah,
the league.
yeah.
So
Well, I
that's
think Mike and I have an understanding, and look it. And I don't care if Mike. I really don't. If Mike pulls you first, that's fine. I would love to do it. I would love to kind of come in. And the thing is, I understands Mike. I understand Mike's position. I think that the league told him that he could have the match, but this is before. And that's why it's difficult to make promises because when you look so far in advance because you don't know what's going to happen. And I know that I was, I believe, the deserving 115 champion. I think I was. And the only reason I wasn't there is because I didn't think that the challenge was really there. And I think it is now. So I don't know who's more deserving to have the match with you, whether it's Michael, whether it's me. But either way, I think that the title should sit with the best. And I think right now you have it. So I'm saying I want in. Mike's saying he wants in. I think it's a race between the two of us, and who knows? Who knows where it's going to land? But either way, do your rehab, buddy. Do your rehab.
okay. I will do it.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you, Ivan. Thank you,
Thank
Devon.
you guys for nice chat. Thank
Thank you
you.
guys for watching. Remember, East versus West 26, China. We're at 26 already. First time in China. That's going to be awesome. Yeah. Okay, guys.